welcome back. Today's video is how to have the courage to travel, how to manifest it, and how to find free opportunities. I'm gonna put timestamps as well. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, courage. I don't know what this is. Let's break it down. Basically, something is stopping you. Like you're afraid of something. Okay? Just, take a moment, think about it. What is it? You know? Ask yourself, what do I fear? Something I just wanted to add as an afterthought is when I said think about what you fear, the next thing I think is to really evaluate your mindset. So write down all the reasons why you feel like you can't go, or all the things that you feel like is stopping you. Try to do a little forgiveness of them and try to let them go, basically, because they're not gonna serve you and they're not gonna get you where you need to go. And this can take time, it doesn't have to happen overnight, you know? But yeah, just try to let them go and try to replace maybe your old negative thought patterns with new ones that enable you to think, oh, I could do this. The next thing I would say is start with an easy country. Easy could either be somewhere close by, somewhere that speaks the same language that you speak, somewhere that potentially is a first world country, or somewhere that's very touristy. So Southeast Asia is super touristy, or New York, for example. I haven't been to either of those, but I just feel like they would be easy. If it helps to know, the first time I ever traveled by myself, I was away for 2 days total. That was my limit for sure. And I had one night's accommodation booked and that was it. So yeah. Okay, a fact to be aware of is that you will never be ready. No matter how much preparation you do, if you're still nervous or a little worried, you will be. Maybe it's helpful to just accept that fact. Until you go, you might be a little bit worried. And I've written down here, the skills you know or think you don't have can only be learned by going. Just a moment of silence for that. Basically, there's no reason to fear and be scared, because the things you're oh, but I don't know how to do this, or I don't know this, you're literally about to learn. This is the way you will learn, and it's not actually scary, it's just that you don't know. So as soon as you go, you'll learn it, and it'll take away the fear. So I feel the first trip is maybe the hardest, because you don't know what you don't know as well. Either go with someone, a friend or an acquaintance, or go with a travel group, or the last option is to go by yourself and go somewhere that there will be other people. So either stay at a hostel or, there's nowhere else. Stay at a hostel basically, and stay somewhere that there will be other tourists. So if you go to, for example, Italy, go to Rome and stay in a hostel there. Don't go to some random little town in the middle of Italy, which might be really pretty, but you're not going to really meet other travelers and stuff, so you will feel much more isolated. Okay, the next thing is that there are more resources like guides, YouTube videos about every single destination you would want to go to on YouTube, on the internet, than ever before. With Google Maps and technology, you're more safer than you ever have been. And I feel that's comforting to think about, because it's whatever goes wrong, if you have data in the country, use an eSIM, by the way. If you have data, you can look it up, or you can call home, and you'll be fine. So I hope that's kind of comforting. The more research you do, the calmer you will feel as well. So the more you learn about the place, and the kind of things you might want to find out is, if it's not a country you know well, what language they speak, where the safe parts of the city are and where the less safe parts are, so you can avoid those. What are the common tourist destinations? Where do the tourists stay? What are the local cuisines? Like what foods you might want to try to eat? Those are really good starting places. And also look on Pinterest, because they always have like the 10 best places in wherever, and like they're places you didn't even think of, so check them out too. Mentioning my favorite blogger, her name is Adventurous Kate, and my two favorite travel YouTubers are Backpacking Bananas and Damon Dominique. I'll leave them down below in case you want to check them out. In terms of manifesting it, I feel like this could be a whole other video. However, you could start with a dream board. I feel like that's printing out photos or getting photos on the lock screen of your phone. I feel like that'd be a good place to start. Finding free opportunities. And when I say free, I feel like most people say, oh, it's fully free, but it's unfortunately not. You 9 times out of 10 have to pay for your own flights to get to the place, but once you're at the place, it can be fully free. So just keep that in mind. The best ones that I know of, I will just list them now. The first one is Latitude, Sevis, Camp America or Camp Mexico, Au Pair World, Woofing, Trusted House Sitters, and then a really good one is Workaway. Workaway has so many cool opportunities on it. Like you could go work in a jungle resort in Brazil, or you could work on a little vineyard in Tuscany. Like there's such cool things like that, and it's free. You just like are giving your time to do the things. Like so you get your food and accommodation, you just have to get there. And you can stay, like usually they're pretty long stays. Like you could do a week, but you could also do like months, which is so cool because you don't like need like a work visa, you know? And the last point I just thought would be worth mentioning is that you could use ChatGPT and just type in the bar like free opportunities in blank wherever you want to go for travelers from blank your home country. And I think you would find some really cool things. You could even like narrow it down further to what you're interested in. Like maybe you want to go language. There are so many like language exchanges, pretty much everywhere in the world. So maybe you want to do that. Like you could put that in ChatGPT as well. And there would be like, it would come up with a list of websites of like really the most reputable. So ChatGPT is not all bad. Okay, that's all for today. I feel like I talked a lot and pretty fast. Have fun editing this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Oh, what am I even saying? Cut. I thought it would be worth mentioning my favorite blogger, which is Adventurous Kate. They came out so clunky. I thought it'd be worth. Today's video is how to travel. No, that's not the video. It's